Have a good day.
No.
I can't sign the lease yet.
What do you do?
What do I do? I can't do that until
I don't understand. Why don't
We're on the record in the matter of the city of Wyandotte versus Heather Fricky 25851.
Good morning, Your Honor. Chris Chunky, on behalf of my client's time consent to the matter being heard via Zoom.
All right, Ms. Fricky, your name for the record, please.
Stand up. I'm Ricky.
Yes, I'm Miss Fricky, Heather Fricky.
Closer here.
I'm sorry, what is your name?
Heather Fricky.
All right, counsel, as to the arraignment.
Wait, formal reading, my client stands muted.
Support will waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty. For purposes of the arraignment. And then counsel, for purposes of the pretrial, next week is not a great week at all. Also, the week after that, I'm not here.
All right, guys, what you just saw was only the beginning. This is the story of a woman on the edge of losing everything. 42 years old, and her life is completely unstable. No home, no safety, no clear direction forward. One mistake, and now she's standing in court. But this isn't just about the law, it's about survival. She's not just fighting a case, she's fighting for her future. And what happens next will change everything.
At a conference, so is your client willing to waive time and have the schedule for May 13th?
Your Honor, my concern is she's 42 years old. She does not have lodging. She is homeless. She was residing temporarily in her vehicle, but that vehicle is somewhere in Southgate. So my concern is if bond were not able to be solidified, that she will be staying in custody till then.
Okay.
I signed with you. I'm signing a lease in next week on a home. I'm
Hold on,
signing a lease.
ma'am, please don't interrupt. Just one moment. All right, so we'll set it for April 29th.
The courtroom feels calm, but the tension is undeniable. Her name is called, and confusion immediately follows. She struggles to explain herself, pressure building fast. A not guilty plea is entered, but the real problem is deeper. Court dates, scheduling conflicts, delays stacking up. And here's the truth, delay equals danger. Danger of staying locked up, danger of losing everything. Right now, she's walking a very thin line.
Just be aware, counsel, if you're on for, oh, you're not on for next week, but it's a heavy day.
Yep.
At 9:45 a.m. All right, and counsel, as to bond.
Your Honor, as indicated, my client's 42 years old. She was picked up for jaywalking. She indicates she's on probation parole. She does SSD at approximately $8,000 a month around the first of the month. She apologized for not making it to her last court date. I did revisit the date with her. She indicates that she was spending 2 weeks in Cleveland being treated for depression and bipolar. Obviously, my concern.
Then reality hits hard. She's homeless. She was living in her car, but now even that is gone. No address, no stability, nothing solid to stand on. Her lawyer tries to explain her situation, but the system doesn't run on sympathy. It runs on rules. And the rules say she's a risk. She claims she's about to sign a lease, a fresh start. But in court, claims don't mean certainty.
Is without an address. She is not able to receive mail. And we'd ask any consideration for determining appropriate bond. Thank you, Judge.
What about email? I have email. I have a phone that works. I can receive emails.
Okay, just a moment, ma'am.
I signed a lease in a week and a half. So the last thing I want to do right now is go sit down until then. I understand your concerns, but I really don't want to go sit down right now. Thank you.
You can hear it in her voice, panic, urgency, fear. She keeps interrupting, trying to be heard. Because to her, this moment means everything. That hell she's talking about, that's her escape. That's her second chance at life. But the judge stays focused, locked on the facts. In this room, emotions don't win cases. And right now, the facts aren't on her side.
It works.
Okay, ma'am. Well, let's see. You were supposed to have been here September 3rd. And
Yeah,
you did not appear, nor did you contact the court at any point afterwards. You didn't just voluntarily walk on in here. You're only here because you were arrested on another matter.
You're right. Yeah, I was scared. The week before my court date, I was petitioned. I was petitioned
You were
to the
what?
hospital. I was petitioned to the hospital a week before I was supposed to see you. And then the hospital told me they're going to take me, and they never did.
So, ma'am, just so you
Then comes the critical issue. She missed court, a failure to appear, something courts take very seriously. The judge presses her with direct questions. Why didn't you show up? Why didn't you call? The pressure rises and she responds with fear. She talks about hospitalization, depression, bipolar disorder. But here's the harsh reality. Explanations don't erase responsibility. And this moment shifts everything.
you're aware, right? You could have had somebody communicate with the court and we would have given you a new date.
I didn't
you
know
didn't.
that.
And then you
I
did.
didn't know
Well, if you don't know something, ma'am, how do you get the information?
It was mailed to me for the subpoena
Ma'am?
or for the court
Let me
date.
just ask- Ma'am,
Yeah.
if you were to not know any information about something, how do you get that information?
I had received the court date in the mail prior to. I went to the hospital a week before the court date.
Okay.
I had-
Ma'am, my question, I think, is being lost at this point. My point is, ma'am, is that if you don't know something, you ask questions.
Right.
So if you didn't know, you could contact the court. You can certainly call and ask.
The judge makes it clear. If you don't know, you ask. Simple words, but powerful consequences. Because the system expects action, not silence. And her silence became her biggest mistake. Now her credibility is weak. No license, no address, no stability. The judge connects every detail, and the picture isn't in her favor.
Okay.
All right. Well, given that you have a previous failure to appear, are you on probation or parole anywhere, ma'am?
No.
Are you on bond in any other jurisdiction?
No.
It appears as though you don't have a
supposed to-
valid driver's license. Excuse me. It appears as though you don't have a valid driver's license. So I'm not sure how there's a vehicle that you're.
I'm supposed to sign for a house in a week. I can't go sit down. I can't. I'm supposed to get this house in a week.
Then she opens up, and emotions peak. I've been homeless for almost a year. Those words hit hard. You can feel the desperation in her voice. That house isn't just a home, it's hope. Miss that opportunity, and everything collapses again. She's holding on to her last chance. But the court follows rules, not emotions.
I've been homeless for almost a year now. I finally got the opportunity to get a home. If I'm not there, I'm not going to get it. It's a beautiful home. I can't go sit down. There's over an 8 quarters. It's not far. I have to be there. I have to get this house.
Well, ma'am, you also need to show up for court. So here's what the court's going to do. The court's going to order a $7,500 personal bond. You're not to be released without GPS tether from the Wayne County Jail.
What does that mean?
It means that you don't have to post any money, but you're going to be taking the ride down to Wayne County Jail.
Finally, the decision is made. A personal bond is granted, but not full freedom. A GPS tether, constant monitoring. No money required, but control is absolute. She won't walk out freely. Every move will be tracked. For the court, it's safety. For her, it's pressure. One chance, no room for mistakes now. Because if she fails again, there may be no coming back.
So that they can have a tether affixed to you so we can make sure that you're appearing in court.
Okay. Okay. How long before they write out?
So you have to make sure you're providing them with your new address.
I don't
All right.
have
Have
to
a good day. Have a good day.
No,
I haven't signed the lease
do-
yet.
what do you do?
What do I do? I can't do that until